getting us the CCTV footage from the hallway and the main entrance.
No sign of his watch. Do we know if Raymond smokes?
No. We need to get the CSEs in here, give this a thorough sweep. If we can preserve all this properly, then at least the victim might stand a fighting chance of getting a conviction. Well, if it ever goes to court.
If she ever comes forward.
Sometimes there's a backlog at the DVLA. If the car's been sold on, the new owner details don't appear on the screen immediately. Yeah, still here. Right, thanks, we'll get on to it. The car's still registered to a Mr. Peter Haverstock, 56 St Oswald's Drive. Telephone number 0207 515. Well, go on then.
What?
Dial it. 0207 515 7191.
No answer.
Well, then try the mobile. 07831 402 699.
It's making a weird ringing sound. Hello? Mr. Haverstock. Yeah, PC Lewis Hardy, Sun Hill. No, it's nothing serious. It's about your car. I think it might have been stolen. He's in Dubai. You left it outside your house 3 weeks ago. Well, I can report it if that's okay with you. Okay, I'll do that right away. All right, thanks, Mr. Haverstock. All right, bye.
We need to get back to the estate, Smartish, and quiz those lads. With a bit of luck, you might get your first collar, mate. All units from 275, can you keep a lookout for a black BMW? Index number Mike 876 Charlie Oscar Yankee. Last seen parked up on the Holbeck estate. Vehicle is stolen.
Shop again?
Yeah, probably burnt out in a ditch. Let's do some knocking on doors. See if we can track down those lads again.
It's charity, love. We're here to help.
I swear, if it makes one more mark like that, I'll deck the little...
Yeah, all right. Take it easy.
Every morning, every evening, every time I venture out the shop, he's in my face asking for money. I've lost business because of this. He practically sits on my doorstep. I've got one lady comes in here each week, suffers from anxiety, depression, that sort of thing. He bounds up to her like Tigger and tells her to crack a smile. It's meant to be working for a mental health charity. I'm glad you find it amusing.
Have you tried making a complaint to the charities?
I've done all that. They don't care. I want him done.
For what?
Harassment. 'Cause that's what it is. I'm being deadly serious. And I've got proof.
Look, I can see how he's upsetting you. Why don't we have a word with him?
I don't want chat. I want action.
OK, wait 1 minute. It might be more helpful if you move further down the street.
I'm staying put. It's a matter of principle.
2:20 in the morning. That's definitely footage from outside Raymond Taylor's room.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't give us much, does it? You can hardly see her face. At least it shows she was fit enough to get herself out of there.
What are we going to do about Raymond?
What about him?
We're going to bail him or what?
No, we're going to interview him.
Tony and Yvonne have done that already.
He didn't give him anything, though, did he? And frankly, if he can remember that he's raped her, he can remember a bit more about the circumstances if he puts his mind to it. And you swatting on the job? One of the sergeant's exams?
In 3 months' time, and I was photocopying them for later, actually.
Yeah.
Joe, here's a weird thing. Why would you confess to something if nobody's accused you of anything?
Well, maybe he's presumed she'd report him and felt he had no option but to come clean. So you arrived at the function at 7 and you left at 10?
It was just after 10. Me and 2 of my colleagues decided we'd had enough.
How much had you drunk by this point?
Glass of wine with a meal. The other blokes decided they wanted one for the road, so we ended up at a basement bar. Peddler's bar.
In the city?
It was literally just round the corner from my hotel, so I thought I'd join them.
How much did you drink there?
I had a pint with them, and then they left.
You stayed on by yourself? Why did you do that?
Well, the woman was sitting at the bar, and when I'd gone up to buy the round, she seemed to be looking at me. As you can probably imagine, that sort of stuff doesn't happen to me much these days.
So you stayed in the bar because you fancied your chances with her?
I didn't approach her or anything. I just sat at my table. Next thing, she comes over and started chatting, and it turns out that she's over here on business, and she works for a German bank.
Was she German?
Yeah, I think so. Certainly foreign. I don't know how long we chatted for. It seemed like ages.
How much did you both drink while you were talking?
I went to the bar once and got myself another pint, and I think she had a glass of wine.
Did she seem drunk to you? What time did you leave the bar?
Don't know. I can't remember leaving.
Do you remember arriving at the hotel?
No.
Would you class yourself as a heavy drinker, Mr. Taylor?
Ugh, who'd want to put themselves into that basket, eh?
So you can hold your drink?
Yeah. All right, of late it's been getting a bit out of hand, but generally, yes.
So how much would you need to drink before it starts to affect your memory of the night before?
A lot.
What's a lot?
A lot. All right, shocking amount, a bottle of vodka and then some on top.
So over the course of the evening, you must have had, what, a glass of wine, 2 pints of beer? So you must be able to remember what happened. I know you're trying to come to terms with what you've done, Raymond, but we urgently need to identify this woman. And in order to do that, you need to give us as much detail about the evening as possible.
I'm trying. I swear that... Look, I remember speaking to her in the bar. I remember waking up in the hotel room, her face in mine, screaming at me, telling me what I'd done to her. But all the stuff in between, it's all gone.
Already dealt with these two, and frankly, they were no use.
In fairness, we did offer to help, and you rejected it.
She was laughing at me. There's about 8 hours worth of evidence in there.
For us to arrest someone for harassment, there has to be an element of threatening or...
Intimidating behaviour. I do know what I'm talking about. I've done half your job for you. All I want you to do is look at them.
Thank you very much. If you just give us a moment.
I'm meant to be showing PC Keen around the patch.
Well, you both have an intimate knowledge of the patch on Mrs. Stewart's salon, won't you? You've had a look at these. Enjoy it. Go on. Oh, was it you two that arrested Raymond Taylor?
Yeah, we handed it to CID.
Yeah, his blood results have come through. If you'll give it to CID, because I think they'll find it very interesting.
Right, Mark.
Rohypnol.
Lefty quantities too. Lucky Raymond's a big lad. We would have come round sometime next week.
So he was drugged?
Not necessarily. Rohypnol is still prescribed for severe sleep disorders.
You would have mentioned that he was on elephant-sized doses of benzos, don't you? Thanks.
Have you found the girl that I...
No, we haven't.
So what's going to happen to me now? Will you detain me here?
Raymond, do you know what Rohypnol is?
Your blood sample tested positive for it. There have been a few incidences where drinks have been spiked with the drug.
Why would someone want to do that to me?
Do you remember, Raymond? You mentioned to one of our colleagues that you'd left your watch in the hotel room. We never found it.
Well, to be honest, that's the least of my worries.
Did you have anything else of value on you last night? No cash or...
I was supposed to pay the builders this morning. I had £1.5 grand in my briefcase. Well, they've probably walked off the job by now.
And was that money in there when you handed your stuff over to the custody sergeant?
No, I didn't hand my case over. It's in the boot of my car.
Sierra Oscar from 298. We're in pursuit of a black BMW index number.